Hello, this is Ian with DC Digital, and today we're going to be showcasing our DC-40N-T-DN-UP-STATIC boardroom meeting network clock. This order is going out to Morongo Unified School District, and what the customer aims to accomplish by utilizing this product is to use it to display the time of day during group meeting, as well as utilize our up timer, down timer, and static number display. How it works is the client powers it on through an RJ45, which is an Ethernet connection, which in turn supplies power and data into the unit, and then the user types in the required programs to make the unit perform a specific function. So in other words, it can make it display the static number, it can display the time of day that they set it to, and they can even set the timer feature as well, so they can make it count up or downwards. And what makes this unit unique from our typical POE Ethernet connection units is that this unit has a piezo alarm that will go off once the down timer reaches 0. And we set the piezo alarm to go off using a string of commands via our Webpage browser. So now I'm going to showcase the functions on how this unit is meant to work. So as I stated before, it can be utilized as an up timer or a down timer. It can also be utilized as a static numbers display, and it can also be utilized to display the current time of day. And we do this by entering a string of commands. So we're going to go down the list here and showcase the basic commands in order to make this unit do a specific number of functions. So first things first, we're going to display the current time, which is 8:30. So in order to do this, we type in TC for current time of day, and then we type in 1, which is the AM time of day. So in other words, it will display the current time of day in a 12-hour format in AM. And then we type in 8:30, so let's just type in 0830. And then we type in our last two broadcast channels, which is A. So we type in A 2 times because it's on two of the same channels. So we type in capital A, and just so you know, all our commands are in all caps. It won't take lowercase letters. So we type in enter once we have our string of commands put in. And as you can see, I have our unit displaying 8:30, which is the current time of day. It is displaying 8:30 a.m. We can also make it display PM by typing in TC080830 and then double A. And that will make it display the time of day in 12-hour format in PM. We can also make this unit display the time of day in a 24-hour format. So we do this by typing TC2, and then we type in, let's say, 14. So let's say 1400. And our last two broadcast channels, which is double A, hit enter. And as you can see, it is now displaying 2 o'clock in 24-hour format. So now we're going to showcase the count up timer mode in the command string. So we type in TU, all caps, and then we type in 1 to set and start the time. If we want to set and hold the time, we would press 0 instead for the third byte. So now we're going to set a time to start it from. So let's say we want it to start at 5 minutes. So we type in 0500. And then we type in our last two broadcast channels, which is double A, hit enter. And as you can see, the unit is now counting upwards at 5 minutes. And you can tell that it's an up timer mode because of the little dot that you can see on the top of the left side of the display. So say we wanted to pause the timer. So in other words, we would type in TU2 to pause the timer from where it's currently at right now, and we would type in 0000 or any of the other two numbers, because once the TU2 command string is in place, you can type in any other byte or numbers. We type in our last two broadcast channels, which is double A. And then as you can see, the time is currently being paused right now. And if we wanted to resume the timer, we would type in TU30000, and then we would type in double A, and that resumes the current time from which we paused from. So now we're going to showcase the downtimer mode. It follows the same command, but instead of TU, we would type in TD for downtimer. And the 3rd through 7th byte are the same exact thing as the uptimer mode. So now we're going to showcase a new byte, which is the 4th byte, and this sets our PISO alarm. So now we're going to showcase our downtimer mode, only this time we're going to showcase the PISO alarm feature. So in order to have the PISO alarm downtimer start, we type in TD4 for the PISO alarm. Then we type in, let's just say 10 seconds, so 0010 AA. And now it's counting downward from 10 seconds, and you can tell that it's in downtimer mode because the dot is now on the bottom right. So we're going to we just let it count it down from 10 seconds, and as you can see, when it reached 0, the PISO alarm went off. And we can also turn the PISO alarm on and off via a switch on the left side of the enclosure that allows us to turn the PISO alarm feature on and off. So now I'm going to showcase the static numbers display, and we do this by typing TS for static display. And then we're going to type in 0 for just a regular number, and we're going to type in 9999 AA for our broadcast channels. And as you can see, it is now displaying the static number of 9,999. We can also add colons and decimals to this unit as well. So in order to do this, we would type in TS1 for our colons. We would type in 1, 2, 3, 4 just to give a different number, AA for our broadcast channels. And as you can see, it is now displaying the static time of 12:34. If we wanted to add decimals, we would type in TS2 for decimals, 1, 2, 3, 4, AA. And as you can see, the dot that was on the top of the unit in the center is now displaying 1 dot at the bottom. So quickly going over the hardware aspect of this model, it is a tough 14 gauge aluminum black powder coated enclosure that is fingerprint and dust resistant. Its display size is 4 inches that can be viewed up to a total of 200 feet. The number of digits it has is 4 digits that can display the time of day in a 12 to 24 hour format. It can display a static number of 9,999, and it can count up and down from 99 hours and 59 minutes and 100th of a second, and this is thanks to our shift digit technology. For mounting, we have our 4x4 or 2x4 slotted teardrop knockout tabs on the back side of the enclosure. And lastly, for accessories, we have our network web page that requires no third-party or downloadable software. You just need an internet browser such as Google Chrome, Bing, Yahoo, etc. And it allows the user to control the functions of the unit through a string of codes. So again, this is Ian with DC Digital, demonstrating our DC-40N-T-DN-UP-STATIC boardroom meeting network clock. Thanks for watching.